Good morning. My name is Jose Ulysses Toledo, and I'm the new Vice President for Research and Economic Development, as well as the 1890 Land Grant Programs Director at Central State University. So I've been at Central State University for 3 months. This is my third month. Previous to Central State University, I was at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Southern University is also an 1890 land grant university, and I was there for 3 years. But previous to that, I was in West Virginia State University for about 21 years, which is also an 1890 land grant university. 1890 land grant universities are smaller agricultural universities located mostly in the South region. There are 19 land grant universities, and so each state has a land grant university. Normally we call it 1862 land grant university. Those are larger universities such as Ohio State, Illinois, Purdue, Virginia Tech. So those are 1862 land grant universities. The 1890 universities came about after the 1862s were established, and that is to provide access, of educational access to a portion of the population that at that time they didn't have the opportunity to attend the 1862 land grant universities. So Senator Justin Morrill enacted the Second Morrill Act of 1890, and that gave rise to the 1890 land grant system in the United States. Yes, I am fortunate that the experience that I have, that I bring with me, has taught me many lessons. First of all, West Virginia State University regained its land grant status in 1999. So I was one of the first few employees hired to actually reestablish the 1890 land grant programs at that university. That was tremendous for me because I had the opportunity to build programs from scratch. We had an excellent team, and so it took us about 2 decades to get us where we needed to be. And so Central State, as I mentioned before, has gained its 1890 land grant status about 10 years ago. So I know exactly what Central State is right now in terms of development. So I'd like to contribute to the next phase of development as it relates to establishing land grant programs. So I think my experience is helping me right now to understand where we need to go for the next decade here at this university. We need a lot of development as it relates to infrastructure. We are also expanding extension programs throughout the state of Ohio. And so we are right now in a good position to establish ourselves really well in terms of the next decade. It is tremendous to have a plan because we need to have that vision as it relates to moving forward this university. And remember, at the end of the day, it's about the constituents that we serve, right? So they're the ones that benefit from our programming, that benefit from all the resources that we bring to the university, because we like to educate our constituents, whether it be students here, whether it be community members, youth around the state. So having a plan as it relates to allocating those resources effectively is essential and is actually key for success in terms of moving forward our mission to be an 1890 land grant university. What differentiates Central State University's extension programs and Ohio State's extension programs? So there's one main difference between our programs, and that is that we actually focus on underserved communities we like to make sure that we serve the underserved. And in most of the 1890 universities, we have the same mission, the same motto, to serve the underserved, right? Um, our programs, instead of being regional located, we are in 42 counties in the state of Ohio already, so half of the counties, right? And so, but we have a target mission. So we like to provide our services to those communities that need the most in terms of our programming and resources. So we do target small farmers. We do target minority farmers. We do target minority communities, youth, and families as well throughout the state. So that's the main difference. Other than that, we also have the mission to collaborate. So we are collaborating between the two institutions, so to make sure that we don't duplicate efforts and to make sure that our resources are well spent as it relates to allocating the resources throughout our communities throughout the state. Because one of the reasons that drove me here to Central State is that opportunity to also impact as it relates to economic development, right? So research, innovation can translate into economic development. And also we have the machinery, we have the network through extension to bring that innovation to our communities, right? So I'm excited about the opportunity to provide economic development to our regions, to not only just concentrate on the research component, but also making sure that that research component, that innovation, has an application in the community, right? And so that application in itself can become or can translate into economic development via, you can establish new businesses with new knowledge. You can establish, you can help communities to bring technologies to them so they can be more effective as it relates to the business that they do. So I'm excited to start exploring around the state the many possibilities that we have as it relates to implementing economic development programs. Extension in itself has an economic development component embedded, and so that economic development is to assist communities and businesses to thrive, to be more profitable. And so I'm starting looking and doing an analysis as it relates to the state needs, as well as our capabilities to deliver programs, and also identified resources that are required so that we can do our job much better. I am fortunate that I have a strong background in agriculture. As I mentioned before, my first degree was in agronomy, and also through that agronomy degree, I pursue an engineering degree in food sciences. And so that also opened my eye to the industry, to the agricultural industry, right? So agriculture is not just the growing the crop in itself, is what do we do with those crops after we harvest them, right? So actually my specialty was in post-harvest physiology as an undergrad. And through that education, I had an opportunity to understand, the connection between the field and the industry. And so that is really a great tool for me to have, because I can connect the dots, right? I can understand how important an agricultural practice is on the field, as well as how that translates into a quality product in the table of our consumers. Moving forward, I also had an opportunity to study plant biotechnology. And so I was able to understand at that time how can we manipulate plants to better the production and the products that we put on the table, right? And so that also, that understanding of plant biotechnology is helping me to lead research here at Central State and at the other 1890 universities because I understand the mechanics, I understand what does it take to build a successful program and the resources needed. I have that understanding firsthand, right? And so it makes me a better leader as it relates to leading the research component, to have those tools at hand. And then, moving forward with my natural resources and environmental sciences background, that was tremendous to make the connection as it relates to how important are our programs as it relates to making sure that we have sustainable systems in our program. We need to take care of our soil, we need to take care of our water, we need to take care of our air so that we can do agriculture for a long time. In fact, the USDA recently launched a program that's called the Next Generation of Agricultural Professionals, right? And that is because we're losing a lot of professionals in agriculture. We're losing a lot of farmers in agriculture, right? So we need to boost agricultural so that we can have our production going strong, like it's been for 2 centuries almost, and so we like for new students to come on board and to enroll in agricultural curricula here at Central State, since we already have that avenue for them to pursue agricultural degrees. They can enroll in agribusiness degrees, they can enroll in agricultural management degrees. As a matter of fact, we're really working right now with establishing a master's in agricultural sciences, which is going to have different concentrations, including soil and water, food science, and other components. So we like to attract more of these young audiences to come and be enrolled in our programs to learn about how they can make a difference in the state and globally too. So we need young people to understand how they can be useful as it relates to bringing solutions to this challenge that we have in place. So we welcome all the students, and so if they have any questions, they can look in our websites. They can actually email me directly if they have to, and I'll be glad to give them information as it relates to how they can enroll in our programs. It's a very exciting time in agriculture, in my opinion, because we have challenges in front of us, but we have new tools, new technology that we can use nowadays. And most of our kids, they already use these tools. They grow with them. And so we want them to bring those tools to the table so that we can provide smart solutions to the problems.